What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live stream. I thought I'd do a birthday stream. Why not? Saturday night business. I know most people don't actually go live in the evening, so it might be something I look into. I used to do it actually when we started on the channel. So yeah, big up to everyone. Cheers. Thank you for all the messages and well wishes. And I thought we'd talk football, late night Saturday night business. If you ain't in the nightclub, people, then why not tune in, man, and listen to some transfer talk. Blessings, people, blessings for all the messages. Much appreciated, really appreciate. Go shorty, it's your birthday. I like that one. Yeah, that's decent, that one. But big up to everyone. You're 2 minutes late. Hey, I can be forgiven today, but it's been a long day. I've been celebrating all day. I was actually hoping that Arsenal would sign someone today and we could really celebrate, but you know, that's a bit much to ask, innit? It's Arsenal. Do we go subscriber only mode? We're gonna go. Yeah, I think. No, we let anyone in. We let anyone can get in, but we slow it down a little bit because the comments are flying. I can't keep up with them. But big up to hey, relax about happy 40th. Man's got years left before 40. Relax yourself. Like fine wine, people. Like fine wine. Big up though. Appreciate all the messages, people. Hope you're all well wherever you are in the world, and we got lots to talk about. Family podcast said you got the same birthday as your father-in-law. Big up, bro. Big up to your father-in-law. And Edu Moja, yeah, man. Edu, well, he might be doing some work. I don't know. As he put down the beers that he was drinking, is he getting some business done? Big up, Cornbread. Big up, big up. You got my Cornbread for becoming a member. Appreciate that, bro. Big up, Brian, with the super sticker. Appreciate that, bro. Short after dark, said Beresford Productions. Late night settings, man. I'm telling you. You had a few, yeah, just a few. You know, little sip and, you know, ting. We don't really encourage them things, but just a little, you know what I mean, a little piece of, little piece just for to get me on my merry way, you know. But big up Beresford Production. Big up Smokey, man. Happy birthday, my bro. Had to make sure I'm here for today's stream. Couldn't miss it, and you're hilarious. So it makes it all the better. Information and entertainment, people. Information and entertainment to us. You know how we go, people. Big up Ibrahim, Big C. It's 12:34 here. I'm not sleeping without enjoying your live stream. We're here, man. We're here, people. We're here. Some fans hyping up Stan Kroenke's wife posting a picture of the rice she was eating. I mean, I've heard of clutching at straws, but that is clutching, people. Even I'm not that desperate to get Declan Rice in. What, she put up a picture of some rice and they're saying what, that's some sort of cryptic message that we're signing him. All right, I get it, but people, you know, we're trying to cling to any bit of hope we can get. I hear it. What we got? Matt G, happy birthday, Big C. I appreciate that, bro. Samuel, I swear, Samuel gets away with slandering me, you know, but he does it well. He does it in a joking way, so you can get away with it. But I don't mind. I respect it. You know, I can give out the banter and take it. He said, happy 40th, Big C. Go easy on me, man. Man ain't nowhere near 40 yet. How does it feel to join the big leagues that boast the likes of Thomas Partey and Lee Judges? 40, I think you're saying 50 with them, man, there. Big up the judge, though. Big up the judge each and every time. Big up Samuel, even though he's always slandering me in the comments. But respectfully, you do it in a way that you can get away with it. Alex said, happy birthday from Kentucky. Big up, bro. Southern Gooner, happy birthday, Captain. Short up all night. Where the rice at, brother? The rice soon land, bro. It's soon land. Big up, Matt. Appreciate the support. Big up JTI with the super chat. Much appreciated. Said, happy birthday, Big C. Been a subscriber for a year and a bit, but love the content. Enjoy your birthday, bro. Stay safe. I appreciate that, my bro. I'm going to come back to the super chats. And do you know what? I can't keep up with the comments, so I'm going to have to go subscriber only mode. So subscribe to get in the party. Subscribers only. VIP, red carpet, and free vibes all night, people. The comments are flying in. Big up to everyone locked in. And honestly, you don't look older than 21. I'll take that. I'll take that all day long. Evening, Curtis, bro. Catching you live after work for a change. Happy birthday, my man. Have a great 18th. See, that's more like it, man. I prefer that one, 18th. Big up one of the few real ones out there, says Leod. Big up yourself, bro. Really appreciate that. And Aluminium said, happy birthday, Curtis. Big up to you, bro. Always supporting, always throwing the comments in. Big up. And I will get back to the other. Look at this. Samuel again. The hairline is beginning to look like Coolio. I mean, it's mad. Tell me why are we so blind to see? I keep spending most my life living in the gangster's paradise. Big tune, you don't know about them tunes, Cruz, I'm telling you. But big up Samuel. Samuel, you're borderline, but you get away with it. You're entertaining, I can't lie, but the slander is real. Big up yourself. And Tony said, happy birthday, Big C. Now it makes sense. Arsenal are not building a team. It's a zoo. We have a kangaroo, we have a giraffe, and we have Vieira, the skinny flamingo. It makes sense. Battle Gnome, happy birthday, Big C. Have a pint on me. Thanks for the content daily. Love the streams. Big up from Colorado. Big up yourself, Colorado Rapids business. And big up to Nicholas with the super sticker. So, we're up to date. Let me get into... that's a pure violation, but I'll let it go. Kai Havertz in the chat. I mean, Kai. JB, sorry, said happy birthday. Arteta, Paul, Big C. Well, you know what? Let's get into the show. Let's get into the show. Don't forget Win the Dog. How can we forget the dog? Hoo, hoo, hoo! We can't forget the dogs, then. I'm telling you. Anyway, hey, Wasim, relax yourself. We're a long way off 50, man. Relax. Uncle Ray vibes. There you go. That good advice, man. You have to take that advice when you can. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, let's get into the show. But blessings to everybody for the well wishes, for the comments. Super chats won't be ignored. I'll read them out between each subject matter that we're talking about. You know, do you know what? I'm feeling the nighttime vibes already. You know, what does Drake say? I come alive in the nighttime. Okay, away we go. Nighttime streams might have to come back, I can't lie. Right, let's get into the news. It's a bit late for carbohydrates, people, but rice is back. And rice is back in full effect. If this happens, two things happen straight away. For those who are just listening in, I'll explain what's on the stream. On the screen, should I say. If two things happen, two things are going to go insane. Number one, the PR of the manager will go through the roof, but he'll deserve it. And number two, if we get Declan Rice to reject Manchester City to come to Arsenal, he could be a legend of Arsenal before he even comes through the door. Big up Runyan, who said, hi Curtis, please say hi to Bruce in South Africa. Catching you live for the first time. Big up Bruce. Bruce Almighty Business. Jim Keary settings. Big up yourself. Right, let me read out what it says on the screen. Ex-West Ham employee who is a very good source of information when it comes to West Ham. It's as simple as that. He gets it bang on. He says, we can confirm that Manchester City held talks with West Ham over the sale of Declan Rice. Apparently this was on Friday, which was yesterday. But City did not lodge a bid because it was made very clear to them that Declan Rice really favours a move to Arsenal over Manchester City. The main factor was Arteta. I mean, it's great news. It's great news. But where's the bid? We're going to talk about that after. But if Manchester City approached them yesterday and they were told he wants to go to Arsenal, where's the bid? Is Edu drunk? He was drinking yesterday. Where's Edu? Somebody tell Edu this information. Cecil, Robbie, I know you man speak to him. Let him know. Does he not know what's going on here? The Arteta pull. Imagine Arteta getting a player ahead of Pep. That's unbelievable if that happens. Arteta's birthday gift to you. It could be. It could be, but just for anybody who's just tuning in, Fabrizio has just confirmed that Manchester City have made an offer for Vardiol, the Croatian centre-back who got absolutely spun by Messi at the World Cup, but he is a fantastic centre-back. It's believed that Laporte is going to leave Manchester City this summer. Of course, this will mean that City need a left-sided centre-back, and Vardiol is the one that they're targeting. A fantastic player, plays over there in the Bundesliga. In fact, they're going as far now to say that they've agreed personal terms. They're set to make €100 million offer, which is around £88 million. So if they're going to spend that much money on Vardiol, are they then going to spend 100 million on man like Declan Rice and Jollof Peas? Rice and jollof peas. It's been a long day, people. Would we take Laporte at Arsenal? Big up my broski broads in the chat, man. I wasn't actually at the Claude Cup today, unfortunately. Birthday celebrations and all that. I believe AFTV beat DR Sports in that. I think Broads was there, so big up Broads. Would you take Laporte at Arsenal? But whether they would sell him to Arsenal is a different matter. Big up Fitzjoseph saying happy birthday. Big up to you, bro. Appreciate the message. Appreciate all your support on the channel as always. But Vardy on his way to Manchester City, £88 million, €100 million. Now, it is believed that Manchester City have £300 million to spend this summer, which is outrageous. When you think they're going to sell Laporte for probably 50 million plus, they'll sell Cancelo for 40 million plus. They're probably, there's talk of Bernardo Silva being sold as well. They can quite easily balance the books. So, you know, they can balance the books. Right, this is the first part. This is fantastic news. Declan Rice, as we've said before, Declan Rice, I've read the whole article, and it says that Declan Rice, number of reasons. He wants to stay in London, right? He's got a new child. He's always lived in London. He doesn't want to move to Manchester. Second of all, he likes the way Arsenal play. And they're saying, some of the details they were saying was that he doesn't want to put himself in a risky situation of going to Manchester City and not playing. Now, for 100 million, I'd expect Man City to play him. But the reality is, they're still going to have Rodri, De Bruyne, Calvin Phillips, Bernardo Silva's still there. There's no guarantee Declan Rice starts. He probably will if they've spent that much, but there's no guarantee. And he obviously feels like at Arsenal, listen, they're talking about being the future Arsenal captain, the ability to rescue a sleeping giant. Listen, and I'm not saying this in a disrespectful way, but Manchester City are the best team in the world, right? As a club team, they're the best. They're not the biggest, they're the best, right? They've won the treble. They're the best in the world. But I still think there's something not there at Manchester City yet. There's something that you can't buy. You know, you can buy great players, you can win trophies, but they're still a little bit soulless, Manchester City. I still don't think when Man City win trophies, it hurts people that much. It doesn't really bother me when Man City win a trophy unless they're stopping Arsenal from winning. Because I don't know any of their fans, really. It still doesn't have that effect yet. And I think Declan Rice might be thinking, you know what? I could go Man City next year, play half the games, win a couple of trophies, and it's great. But going to Arsenal and rescuing that giant and winning a major trophy there is way bigger. Pedigree, heritage. It's that real, you know, and I think he's looking at it. We saw the pictures of Man City players winning the treble. Calvin Phillips is holding up his Champions League winners medal, and you're going, do you know what, bro? I respect the hustle. You've made the money, you've won the trophy, but you didn't win that medal. You got the medal. You can't hate the game, but you didn't really earn that medal. So I think Declan Rice is thinking, listen, I go Arsenal. It's a step up from West Ham. I play Champions League. I play every week. I get the captain's armband. I double my wages. And also, the reality is, and I hate to say this because I don't want it to sound negative to Arsenal, if Declan Rice comes to Arsenal now, signs a 4-year contract or 5-year contract, he could still leave Arsenal in 2 or 3 years and still be 26, 27. He would still be able to go to Manchester City or somebody, whoever's the top dog in England at that time. So I think he probably sees it as a safer move. But listen, if Arsenal won the title, it's 100 times bigger than Man City winning the title. We'd still be celebrating now if we won the title. Man City won a treble like 2 weeks ago. No one's talking about it anymore. Probably Man City fans. No one else cares. And I'm honestly not saying this to be disrespectful to Man City. Outside of Man City, no one cares about their success. It's like somebody who buys expensive clothes but ain't got no swagger, don't know how to wear them. You know, you can buy expensive garments, but it don't mean you've got swag. It don't mean you know how to wear them. It don't mean you know how to vibe. And this ain't me being disrespectful to Man City, but Declan Rice wants that heritage, man, that prestige, that soul. Just let your soul glow. You don't know about soul glow, do you? Coming to America. Oh, they have to teach them, you know. Big on my bro, Door on Tour. Door on Tour. He's one of our own. He's one. Can you believe this guy got Mr. Beast diamond play button? Make him offers in the comments. If you get more than 15, I want 10% of it, Door. I'm letting you know that. But big up yourself, my bro. He can get legendary status at Arsenal. He can. He literally can. Man said it's your birthday, so you're allowed to be disrespectful to City. That's all we've got over them, innit? The heritage. So we have to have a go back at them. I've got the second part of the story coming up. But let me go through some super chats. Bro, you look baked. Blessing on your earth strong. On a real, though. Hey, big up Smooth One, Jay. Go easy, bro. Go easy, you know. But big up yourself. Al said, happy birthday, Big C. By your next birthday, hopefully we've won a trophy. Listen, that Emirates Cup's got our name written all over it. We only need to win one game. Monaco at home, we're good. We're winning the Emirates Cup. Yeah, but I hope we win a bigger trophy, of course. Rice Unit. R-I-C Unit. Yeah, big up. I like that one. That's a good one, Olivier. Olivier Giroud. Simon said, Edu was at Ascot. The bid must be getting done by Garlic and Tim Lewis. It looks like Edu's on a weekend bender. He don't even look like he cares about the offer. He's like, yo, I ain't even making the offer. I'm getting drunk. I don't know what's going on with Edu. It's all mad. Latvian Guna said, go Shaw T. It's your birthday. I like what you did there. That's decent. I like the creative nature that we've got in the comments. John Layout, big up Big C. Bow, bow, bow. Big up the big birthday, man. Big up yourself. I still can't believe you got a picture up of Dean Nielsen, but it's legendary. Guna ER said, happy 40th. The slander is outrageous. Did you see Edu boozing at Ascot? I actually haven't seen that. I thought some of you were joking, but you're really not, are you? Let me check. Is Edu just at Ascot drunk? Where's Edu at, man? Edu's at Ascot. Edu is at Ascot. The smile is so big, he has to be signing. You can't smile like that in public if Declan Rice is going, man, look at that. What's he drinking? I mean, it could be a sparkling water. It could be a vodka lemonade. Could be champagne. Could be Prosecco. He's way too happy. And, yeah, and apparently, yeah, there was a picture put up of Stan Kroenke's wife eating rice. So people think it's a cryptic message that the rice means the deal's done. But I wouldn't get caught up in that one. But Edu's having the time of his life right now, honestly. What are you saying? Sparkling water. Moving like a Brazilian Frankie Dettori. He's drinking Ciroc. Ciroc, boys. But yeah, man. Yeah, Edu's having the time of his life anyway. Let's move on to the second part of it. Big up Sebs29. Happy birthday, C. Wishing good health and prosperity. Appreciate that, bro. A said, happy birthday, G. Big up yourself. Big up, big up, big up. We're in subscriber only mode, people. VIP section. SB, big up the birthday boy, Curtis. I rate all the videos and you share the same birthday as his sister. Big up. And John said, happy birthday, Big C. Stay blessed, fam. Big up yourselves. More holidays than signings. You ain't wrong. Let's read the second part of the story regarding Declan Rice and Peas. This was on TalkSport earlier this afternoon, and they were saying that West Ham are now encouraging Arsenal to submit their third bid for Declan Rice after being told that Rice prefers a move to North London. So, where's the offer? Where is the offer? Are we going to get an offer tomorrow, or do they not work weekends? I don't know. Where's the offer? Why have this is the frustrating thing about Arsenal. Big up Oshun, he said, passed all your exams in Mexico. Big up yourself. Bring on the Cuba Libras. Enjoy, man. Celebrate. Well done, man. Big up Kamal with the super chat. Big up yourself. If I'm Arsenal, if this is genuine, it's been publicly put out there today. He wants Arsenal over City. City tried to approach them yesterday, didn't make an offer because they were told, you know what, he doesn't want the move. He doesn't want the move. And I believe that because why would they have not made the move? City are not like that. City made the approach publicly on Friday. Ornstein, Fabrizio, they all threw it out there. It was panic stations. I was losing my head yesterday. He's going to go Man City. They've made the approach, had the meeting. They've walked away and said, this guy don't want the move. I don't know why, but he don't want it. He wants to go to Arsenal. So you would think Arsenal, right, listen, this is it. Let's not wait around. Let's not mess about. He wants the move. Get the deal done. What do Arsenal do? They send Edu to Royal Ascot. He's bidding on horses. He's bidding on horses when Declan Rice has just said he wants to join us. He's drunk and he's bidding. He's not bidding. He probably is bidding on a horse, actually. He's probably trying to sign a horse. But where's the offer? Do they not work weekends? Is it Monday to Friday, 9 till 5? Office ain't open till Monday? I don't know what's going on. Somebody just said in the comments, I want to become a member today. So I'm going to pin it in the comments because some people can't join for some reason. But yeah, Edu's putting accumulators on horses while Declan Rice is available to get signed. It's all mad. Get the deal done, bro. He might as well sign a horse. You got Nuno Tavares the dog. You've got Fabio the squirrel. It's all mad, people. Edu spotted everywhere except at the Emirates or Colney. I don't know. No wonder he loves his job. He's out here getting drunk and celebrating. We're trying to get deals done. Listen, maybe it's not him that actually signs the players, you know. Maybe we're destroying this guy all this time and it could be Richard Garlick and Tim Lewis. Apparently those are the guys that deal with the contracts. My understanding was I thought that Edu was the one who negotiated the transfer fee with the club and then Lewis and Garlick dealt with the contract with the player when the deal's pretty much tied up. So Edu working from home. Big C Edu is moving slower than Jorginho. Christian said, Curtis, non-Arsenal related, but United can barely make a bid for Mason Mount. Reports say they're interested in Caicedo. I mean, listen. What we have to understand with Man United is Manchester United are never broke. They're acting broke, but they're not broke. I think the narrative that's being fed is that they can't afford to buy Declan Rice, Mason Mount. But maybe United just don't value him more than 55 million. To be honest, with a year left on his contract, after a poor season, is Mason Mount worth more than 55 million? He's not. Not with a year left. So maybe they've just said that's the limit. But the reality is, Caicedo's going to cost you 100 million. So are they going to pay 100 million for it? If they get him, it's an unbelievable bit of business. United are that team that no matter how things look, there will be a pot somewhere in that football club that's got a whole heap of money in it because they earn so much money. They earn so much money. It's not that United haven't got money. It's that the Glazers are tying their money up. That's the problem. They've definitely got the dough. They could go and spend a fortune if they wanted to. Be interesting what happens with Mount. Why would Chelsea let him run down his contract? Be better to take 55 million than nothing. Odion said, didn't know you were on. C was watching the last stream. Happy birthday, old man. Hey, you're as old as you feel. Or as young as you feel, people. I'm still reeling at Fabio the squirrel. Next time you see a squirrel running around in a field, man, that's Fabio. Big C, you watching USA v Jamaica later. I didn't actually check what time kickoff is. Let's have a look. What time is kickoff? If I can manage that, I'm up. Gold Cup settings, man. Big game. I think Jamaica can trouble America as well. What time is kickoff? I'd love to do a live stream to that if it wasn't too late. Is it actually on before midnight UK time? I can't actually see what time it's on. What time is the kickoff, people? UK time. I can't even see it. Where is it? Jamaica. Oh, here we go. 2:30 in the morning. Could be up for that. Could be up. If I'm still about, you know. Don't be surprised. I can't imagine I'll be doing a watch along. I can't lie. I'll be slumped by them, but I can't lie. I know Balogun and them man play for America, but there's only one team I'll be supporting there. That's the Reggae Boys, of course. Front three, Damari Gray, Mikel Antonio, Leon Bailey. We're coming for America tonight. I can't lie. The problem is they concede too many goals, so America will probably cause problems. But I think I'll be up for that one. But I don't know if we'll have a watch along. Let me read a few of these super chats. Jerome, big up yourself. Happy birthday, Big C. Edu is trolling us on your big day. That man could have signed Declan Rice. I'd be having a party today. Usman, big up, bro. Been a minute, Big C. Happy birthday. Hope you've been well. Assume we get the 3 players in your title. What would you say? What would you say is a successful season next year? So if we get Rice, Timber, Havertz, I would say, if I'm being totally honest, I don't think that puts us above Manchester City. If I'm being honest, we would need some luck to happen next year. And when I say luck, I mean like probably we need Haaland to be injured for a long period of time, and maybe De Bruyne, maybe they're not as hungry next season because they've just won the treble. I would say you genuinely challenge Man City again, get Champions League, get to at least like the quarterfinal of the Champions League and win a trophy. I think that would still be considered progress next season if we were to win the FA Cup, finish second or third, get to the quarterfinal of the Champions League. It's disappointing, but I just don't think Havertz, Rice and Timber, I don't think that gets you above Manchester City. City are signing Vardy. They've signed Kovacic. They'll probably sign 1 or 2 more. I just don't, I'm being totally honest. I don't see how that gets us above City unless we get a serious amount of luck. Haaland gets injured for 4 months and, you know, something like that. I don't know. I would like to think I'm wrong and we can win the league, but we'll see. I would like the 2 domestic cups, Carabao and FA Cup. Yeah, go for them, man. Go for them. You've only got 4 trophies that you can win at the start of the season. Champions League, very unlikely we're going to win. Premier League, unlikely. Not as unlikely as the Champions League. And then, so go and win the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. Hey, big up, man. Anna Bambase, happy birthday, Big C. Finally became a member. Best in the business. I appreciate that. Let me scroll through these super chats. Big up Usman with that. That's a good question. That definitely sparks a lot of debate. Samuel said he might be bidding for your cousin Pecos. Nah, Samuel, I'm telling you. You're pushing it. MS said, hey, Curtis, how about Apollo fight this time? Yeah, well, a lot of Arsenal fans think Apollo's going to win this time, but I can tell you he don't. Amraban, big up for becoming a member. Big up Alex for becoming a member as well. Welcome to the community, of course. Simon said, Garlick's degree is in sports law, so I'm guessing he does the negotiating with KSE and Lewis. Edu might do the list of targets and evaluations of players, says Simon. That's a good point. CR7 Goat said, you don't care about City winning trophies. We saw how you celebrated Vinicius Junior's goal versus City. Yeah, but you know why? I tell you why. Because at the time, I thought that City getting knocked out of the Champions League would help Arsenal to win the Premier League. I thought they'd be, you know, down in the dumps. But it never worked like that, did it? You know, it never worked like that. So, as I said, I only care when that trophy affects us. I wasn't bothered when City won the Champions League. I honestly didn't. It didn't bother me because it had no effect on us. But yeah, the Prem was painful. I can't lie. It was very painful. I see what Liverpool fans have been suffering. Peter said, was Arteta the main man behind City's 2017-18 team? I feel like that's where our team is heading, and I'm loving it. I'm loving that, but listen, make no mistake about it. The assistant manager is not doing more than the manager. You're talking about Pep Guardiola. Yeah, he helped him. Of course he helped him, but I'm not about to sit here and say that Arteta was the main thing behind that City team. No, Pep's the main man. You've seen the documentary. He's the brains behind all of it, you know. He definitely helps. He definitely helps. Cruz must love watching his old man making these videos. True role model. Big up Big C, said Welsh Gooner. Big up, bro. You want to come on quick? It's a late one. What are you drinking? Show me what you're drinking. Show them what you're drinking. These overhyped drinks. You know what I'm saying? But what are you saying, bro? What are you doing up at this late night time? Show them the bottle. Popping bottles late. What's that? What are you drinking this Prime, lemonade Prime? Times get tough. We'll have to sell that on eBay. Get decent money for that, you know. Even half a bottle, might give you 20 quid for that. What are you saying? Declan Rice is choosing Arsenal over City.
He's mad. How can he pick Arsenal over
Talking about, bro. Hey, I don't mind, but as long as he comes. What are you saying next season? What's the aim?
I think we got to sign more players. I think Lavia.
You like Lavia? He's a beast, isn't he?
Yeah, we need to sign more than one midfielder.
Yeah, another midfielder. Partey, sell or keep. But they're talking about selling Partey. What do you reckon?
I think he's too slow.
Too slow. You'd be slow if you were 65 years of age. Which he is about that. Yeah, do you know what I mean? What they were saying the other day, get Cruz the City shirt with Haaland on the back, save him. Nah, not interested in that rubbish. We'll get there in the end. By the time you're about 16, 17, we'll be there. You know what I mean? Just be patient.
Yeah.
What are you doing up this late? 11 o'clock, drinking Prime.
Drinking Prime, man.
I mean, promoting. KSI does that, don't it? Big up, what do you say as well on camera to Papa?
Happy birthday.
There you go, you know what I'm saying? Big up yourself though, bro.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you coming on. You go in bed at midnight. Anyway, let's move on, people. I had to get him on there, you know. Right, we're moving on from Declan Rice anyway. Let's talk about Kai Havertz, of course. Kai Havertz. A major signing of the summer, people. If you aren't excited about this, you don't know football. That's what they'll tell you. If you are not excited by Kai Havertz, you do not know football. I want to know your opinion on this. They're saying don't advertise Prime without a sponsorship deal. Yeah, you're right. KSI. Which one? Is it Logan Paul or the other? Which one is it? Who does Prime? Is it Logan Paul? Yeah, I don't even know the difference. But yeah, yeah, man. Give me a sponsorship deal. That you got a little big ups there. But listen, I want to know your thoughts on this story because I don't know what I think about this. I don't know what I think. The Athletic are saying that Kai Havertz has been signed as a replacement for Granit Xhaka in the number 8 role. This is in the Athletic. So you know this is David Ornstein, kosher business. Shy Havertz, dry Havertz, cry Havertz, as they've been calling him. Can you see Kai Havertz playing in the number 8 role in midfield for Arsenal? I don't know. I just can't see it. I can't see. Let me tell you the narrative with this. I think he will go into that Solar Guard bracket. At home, sunny afternoon in August against Forest, first game of the season, 28 degrees. He'll probably look outstanding in that role because we'll dominate the ball. And he'll look great next to Odegaard and probably Declan Rice and Martinelli. But away at Anfield, away at the Etihad, I'm even going to say away at Everton where they just beat us up most of the time. Onana and Decore and them, man. Can you imagine us getting hit on the break and Kai Havertz is trying to stop De Bruyne or Fabinho or Onana? He's lightweight. He might be 6'3" and a tall guy. But Declan Rice, mate, you might be good, but you're not a miracle worker. I don't understand how defensively that could ever work. Even Luton away, you're right. That tight little ground, walking through back gardens to go on the pitch, that man will chew his nose off. They'll bite him. He's not built like that. At home, when we're cooking, he might be decent. Kai Havertz. Nah, I'm not having that. But I can't see it. Andre said, I can't lie. I'm excited to see Havertz at Arsenal. I'm trying to make myself happy that he's joining, but it's difficult. It's like when you smile, but it's not a genuine smile. You know when someone gets the camera and they say, smile, and you're not really happy and you just kind of grit your teeth together like, yeah, that's what I'm sort of doing about Kai Havertz's situation. I've just got to the point with Arsenal where instead of fighting against it, I just kind of get on with it now. So what can I do about it? Keep having meltdowns. He's signing. It's happening. Let's hope that he can do something. Declan Rice is basically 2 players in CDM. Then man can do the Solar Guard role. Declan Rice can have to perform miracles. What people have to understand, Rice has Souček next to him. Souček's not a great player, of course, but he does dirty work as well. That allows Declan Rice to get forward sometimes. I would be surprised if we use him as the solo 6. Maybe at home in games where we're dominating. Is someone going to get that 29 shirt with Havertz on the back? As I said before, listen. There's no problem with his talent level. And I know I'm repeating myself once again, but some players, they frustrate me. Because, say like El Neni. I don't rate El Neni because he's not good enough. It doesn't matter how hard he works. He'll never be good enough for Arsenal. Havertz is not about... Havertz is not about the lack of talent. It's about the lack of production. Havertz needs to find himself at Arsenal. That's what he needs to do. He needs to find himself like Martin Odegaard did. Martin Odegaard was a little bit lost. He'd gone to Madrid at a young age. They loaned him out. They loaned him out again. It wasn't happening. He came to Arsenal and it all sort of clicked for him. He found his home. That's what we need to do with Havertz. I've got to be honest though, this number 8 role, not sure about that. And I don't personally want to see Rice as a solo 6 because I think you have too much work to do when you do that. But then what they'll probably do, they'll get Zinchenko or Timber to step in. I think somebody just said that. Aluminium just said it. Timber will step into DM. Imundo said, yes, Big C, happy B-Day, fellow, not in a mute, don't watch Arsenal. They're playing it smart. As long as Declan Rice wants Arsenal, we hold the cards. West Ham will eventually take Arsenal's offer. That's the waiting game. Let's hope so. If we get him, it looks like a masterstroke, you know, that they were lowballing and then in the end they got him, you know. Big up yourself, man. Fellow Knots brother. Peter, no, he's said that one. Big up Pete Kenny. Big up Big C. Happy birthday. Big up, bro. Simon said, Edu was at Royal Ascot talking to Ivan Toney. Hey, let me not even joke about that, man, Ivan Toney. I bet he had a good afternoon. I bet. Listen, forget it. I'm getting older. They're dad jokes. Forgive me. Boss J, new member. Big up yourself, bro. Addison, appreciate the super chat. Happy birthday, Big Shaw. Thanks for putting a smile on my dial on the daily. It was a sad end to the season, but you made it okay with the cheeky comparison. Big up, bro. We move on, man. We move. Enjoy your summer, people. Have a holiday. Take care. Relax. Enjoy yourself. Good vibes next season. The home kit is fire. We're going on tour. We're signing players. We go again next season, people. What can we do about it? When the season's done, I try and relax. Although I had a bit of a meltdown the other day with when it looked like Declan Rice was on his way to Man City. But let's see if he ends up. Let's see if he ends up at Arsenal. Right, have I read all them? No, there's a couple more. Nicholas said if Rice does go Arsenal over City, he becomes a legend already. Not many players would do that. I respect that. I respect that if he comes to us, man, because most players would just go City. So he obviously respects Arsenal. O'Malley said, how many reliable players do we need to compete on all fronts? City and Real do it with 18 to 20. Liverpool a few years ago did it with 18. I think we need 5. I would say probably 5 signings this summer. I think we need 5. I think we've got about 13 or 14 players that I would say the starting 11 plus probably Smith Rowe when he's fit and playing properly, Tierney, not many others, you know, Trossard. Probably 14 players that I would say are good enough. When you start getting to 15, 16, Eddie Nketiah, Rob Holding, Mohamed El Neni, Kivior looks like he's got some potential, not there at the moment. That's when I think we start scraping the barrel a little bit more, you know, no disrespect. I think we need 5 new players this summer to get closer. Don't tell Rice Havertz is playing the 8. He might change his mind, says Sam. I'm telling you, that's too much work. O'Malley said 18-19 Havertz was a baller in the 8 position. Away at the big clubs, Rice will play that 8 with Partey or another DM behind him. That's a good point, O'Malley. Comrade said, a very happy birthday, C. Thank you for everything you do. Listen, I echo that back to the community. Thank you for everything that you do. The community make the channel what it is, you know. Otherwise, I'd be speaking to nobody ultimately. So big up to all of you. Guna ER said, Curtis, we don't even need to acknowledge Havertz. When he signs, just ignore him. Positive vibes. That is brutal. And Rummage said, I actually like the signing of Havertz as squad depth. I get what you're saying. He improves the squad. There's no doubt about that. He's versatile. He's just not exciting. He needs to prove his point. It's as simple as that. He needs to prove to us. You know, we're patient with our players. Look how long it took Granit Xhaka to do anything at this football club. And we still forgave him. Look at him, you know, what he said to the fans. And we still forgave him. So, Havertz can prove himself. Havertz can prove himself. The Cowboy said the C unit is strong. We're strong, man. This is the most legit community, man. I'm saying it. I don't care. We got great vibes in here, man. Happy Born Day, says Chris Brown. Steve said, hi, Curtis, what players do you want out? I would sell Cedric. I would sell nearly every loan player, if I'm being honest. Pepe, all of them can go. I'd probably keep Balogun. So they could hold in El Neni, Eddie and Ketia. They can all go. Xhaka can go. From a football point of view, I'd probably want to keep Partey, but we know he may have to go for other reasons. You know, he doesn't want to sit on the bench if Rice turns up. He's getting booed at away grounds, all of that stuff. And that's probably it. We ain't got to sell loads of players. Probably 5 players out, 5 players in, and we'd be decent. Yeah, I'd try and keep Balogun. It would really surprise me if Arsenal let Balogun go. We're American owned. He could potentially be starting for America in the World Cup in America. Surely that is, even from a business point of view, that's brilliant. You'd be crazy to let him go. I've said time and time again, the striker market in world football is as bad as it's ever been. There's probably 5 or 6 top quality strikers in world football, and 3 or 4 of them are in their 30s. You know, Mbappe and Haaland are pretty much all you've got at a real world level of strikers in their 20s. You're then looking at Kane, who's nearly 30, Benzema, all these guys are in their 30s. Lewandowski, Luis Suarez, Zlatan's in his 40s. So to let a 21-year-old striker who's just scored 21 goals in the French league, who scored in the Nations League final for America, why would you sell him? I don't understand that. Why would you not give him a new contract? Yeah, Osimhen. But even Osimhen, I wouldn't even say Osimhen's world-class yet. I still think I need to see more of him. Lukaku was scoring 25 goals in Syria. And look at the state of him at the moment. He's been awful. So I don't even think Osimhen is... I think there's a debate about whether Osimhen's world-class yet. The one thing I would give him, he does score in the Champions League as well. But you know what I'm saying? It's we've seen people rip the attack. Look at Lautaro Martinez. Bags goals in Serie A. In the Champions League, he looks horrendous. So there is an argument there about whether he is. But anyway, let's move on. Let's read these couple of super chats. Truth Seeker. Happy birthday, Curtis. Really enjoy your content. Definitely one of the best Arsenal content creators. Bless, bro. Appreciate that, bruv. And Cooper said, happy birthday, Curtis. Love you and the community. Thank you very much, bro. And Smooth One J said, had to change the DP since it's the GOAT speed day. Big up yourself, bro. Appreciate that. Hey, big up yourself. Met you in America, right? And don't forget, it's Lionel Messi's birthday today. It's only right that GOATs share the stage on this day, you know. Anyway, let's move on. Lautaro is joining Chelsea. Osimhen is a pace merchant. He got pocketed by Tomori in the quarterfinal. Big C Rice would be next to Timber, who will invert from right back, which opens the space for Tierney on the left. Arteta masterclass. Will Tierney actually be at the club? Why are you doing a stream so late? Let me start the stream from scratch. I'm 43 minutes late. Little birthday stream, man. Late night settings. Let's move on. I did say before I came on, I'll just do a quick half an hour, but we're probably going to end up getting to the hour. We're 15 minutes off. Let's talk Jurian Timber. Not going to speak about him for long. Pletty goal. Florian Plettenberg, who works over there in Germany, says that Jurrien Timber is on the verge of joining Arsenal for around 40 to 45 million euros, which is around 38 to 40 million pounds. apparently he's got his heart set on Arsenal. He put up these pictures, didn't he, that he was wearing an Arsenal shirt when I think they said he was about 12 years old. He was wearing an Arsenal shirt, which these things make the Arsenal fans, like you even more when they can see that you was a fan. And Saliba did the same thing when he joined, put up a picture in an Arsenal shirt. It is what it is. We've spoken about him all week. We'll be yelling timber as usual. Hopefully he's a good player. I think he'll play right back, inverted right back. When we're on the ball, he'll step into midfield. Looks very quick, looks very comfortable in possession. I believe he's 5'10", so he's not the biggest. But if he plays right back, he'll be all right. Somebody just said it's Riquelme's birthday as well. And by the way, he is a player that I absolutely loved growing up. Riquelme, what a player he was. Very underrated baller. Well, probably rated, but not talked about enough. Abdul Ghaffar, happy birthday, Big C. I feel like the club doesn't care about us. We've never been given any player we crave. At least give the fans something. I hear you. We don't often get the big signings through the door, do we? That's the thing. Pluggy said USA v Jamaica Gold Cup. Let's go reggae, boys. Yeah, I'm going to stay up for that if I can. Although I am getting older, I might do the old man thing and fall asleep on the sofa. You know how them ones go. Big up the Cowboy. One love to Mr. C. Big up yourself. Lewis said Declan Rice is the best footballer in the world. Shameless when he joined your club, right? Big up McLovin. Akanji signing. The thing is, it's a lot more expensive, isn't it? Akanji costs 15 million. He's going to cost 38 to 40 million. But let's see. Akanji, I think, has been fantastic for City this year. George said, yeah, bro, love the witty, quick, cold comments you come out with, like the Back Gardens thing for playing against Luton. Nottingham gang, big up, happy birthday. Big up yourself, bro, fellow Notts boy, big up. Gas said, I was born on the 24th of June, 87. Hey, come on. Proper thing. Messi, Messi thing. People saying that there's been a tweet. Let me see. Am I missing something? Is there any sort of breaking news? I'd be surprised if we got breaking news this late. Oh, yeah, there's a little bit. We'll come to that. I had that story already lined up. So, anyway, let's move on from Timber on his way to Arsenal for around £40 million. So, let's see with that one. Sabo said, who would you prefer, Rice or Tchouaméni? That's a tough one. I like Tchouaméni. I think he's a baller. He's more glamorous. Definitely. He's more techie. I think the role that Arsenal need, and the thing is, he'd cost less. I'd go for Rice. That's not me saying he's better. That's me saying I think his role is what we need more. I think we need that person who does the dirty work. Clean up the mess. Stop us conceding stupid goals. Tchouaméni's an absolute baller. I like Camavinga more than Tchouaméni. If you offered me Camavinga, I'm taking him. I think he's going to be an absolute world beater. Tchouaméni's a top player. I'd take him. But I'm telling you, I want that workhorse in midfield. I want that person that stops goals, does that dirty work, clean up the mess. I do like Tchouaméni, though. I can't lie. But I'm going Declan Rice. But Declan Rice, very expensive. That's the only thing. Adrian said, rate the window if we got Rice, Timber and Havertz. Do you know what? Again, it could be because I'm getting older. I'm not easy to impress. So I still wouldn't rate that higher than probably a 7. Probably a 7. Some people will be shocked. Some people think, what, 7? Because I look at Timber, question mark. Big, massive question mark. I don't know how good he's going to be in the Prem. He's played centre-back more than he's played right-back. But we're going to play him right-back. I always say right-back's one of the hardest positions to play in the Premier League. Because you're coming up against Grealish, Heung-min Son, Zaha, Rashford, Sterling, Mudryk, Mitoma. There's left wingers who can rip you to bits. So I don't know how good Timber is. Havertz, massive, massive question mark. Could be an absolute genius move. Could be one of the worst signings we've ever made when you consider the price. So that's a massive question mark. Declan Rice, I think, is a very good signing. But two things about Declan Rice. He's not worth 100 million. Although I do want him and I don't mind Arsenal paying it because the manager wants him. And two, if you're bringing Rice in and selling Partey, there's no guarantee that Declan Rice is even better than Thomas Partey, if we're being totally honest. I would have liked to have signed Rice and kept Partey and had the squad depth. I could only give that a 7 because there's still a lot of question marks and what ifs with those signings. So if you'd have given me Rice, Gnabry, Cancelo, you know, and Maddison or Ivan Toney, yeah, I might be giving you a 9 out of 10 for that kind of window. But I still think there's question marks over some of them signings. Rice would be the biggest one. Timber and Havertz, it's very difficult for us to really judge how good those two are going to be until we see them play for us, you know? So I'd reserve judgment. I'd give them a 7. I gave them a 6 last year. So it is an improvement. Marty says, happy birthday, C. Looking forward to the Prince Shaquem coming to America. The Prince of Zamunda. Hakeem. We're going to New York, to Queens. You must be out of your goddamn mind. Sugar Ray Robinson, greatest boxer ever lived. If you watch Coming to America, you're right there with me. I've just got clips of it coming in my head right now, people. Big up Marty, though. Big up. Link up with the community in America. Southern Gooner brother, what's this I hear about Celtic looking at holding for 7 to 10 million? Where do I sign up? Listen, even if they're a bit short, we'll make it up. Arsenal got 20 million followers on Twitter. What we do, we'll put £1 in each. We'll pay the money, get him out. But yeah, man, if Celtic, it's a good move for Rob Holding. Champions League, win trophies. Go and play every week, man. Too happy to sit on Arsenal's bench. He knows he's hit the jackpot. Simon said Rice, Havertz and Timber choosing Arsenal over Bayern. We are back. I hope so. We got to build on it. I still would like to think we make one more big signing if we even get those 3 in. But maybe I'm clutching a little bit. Nelson said, blessings, bro. Thanks for all the highs and many lows, including the head loss and the Rip Merch Goated channel. Big up, Nelson. Great picture as well. It's got to happen sometimes, hasn't it? You know, the merch had to get ripped. It was a tough day. Dr. Barron, thank you for the super sticker. Javari said, bless upon the strong big C. Happy I found your channel and this community. Love your content. Keep up the good work. Blessings always. Appreciate that, bro. Much appreciated. Bargav said Havertz of Leverkusen is a proper player. Chelsea tax, but has any club been more lukewarm over 100 million record signing than Rice? And Partey must stay. Big up yourself, bro. It's interesting, isn't it? I always thought that the day that Arsenal spent £100 million on a player, we'd be getting a player of like world class, absolute guaranteed superstar, world class level. I would have been thinking if you're spending 100 mil. But inflation is real, you know. Inflation is real. You know, I remember us offering 90 million for Thomas Lamar all them years ago. So, Pluggy said, how did the Claude Cup go? I wasn't there, unfortunately. I know AFTV beat DR Sports. Hopefully they raised loads of money for the Gunnar Claude Foundation. And big up everyone who has contributed towards that. Yeah, Bellingham or something like that, you know, would have been great. But it is what it is, innit? We get who we get. We are where we are, people. Let me move on. Because I've got, half an hour or so of the birthday. So I'm going to start rounding up. 3,100 of you in the chat. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Couple more stories just to shoot through quickly. 2 stories. Let's start with this one. So it's now being reported. Fabrizio Romano on his YouTube channel said today, Arsenal will only sign Lavia if they sell Thomas Partey. So I wanted to ask you all something. I'm not even going to set a poll up for it. Just let me know in the comments. Romeo Lavia, 19 years of age, in my opinion, a huge potential. We're not sure where he's at right now, because we've only seen 1 year at Southampton. Would you sell Partey to buy Lavia? Or is that too much of a risk? He's 19. He's had 1 year at City as a young player. No, I think he had 2 years. He only made like 1 appearance and then he's gone to Southampton. Would you sell Partey to bring in Lavia, or is it too risky? Would you keep Partey as squad rotation? Partey and Declan Rice, I think, would be a very, very solid midfield if you was playing against that. I think that would be hard to break down with Odegaard in the 10 role. And then on the flip side, when you're at home and you're dominating, you could play Havertz and Odegaard with Rice. So I don't know. I think Partey... Listen, in an ideal world, I'd like to keep all of them. Imagine if we kept Partey, sign Rice, sign Lavia, and Jorginho as just a backup experienced player. I think Partey's leaving. For me, if Partey leaves, Lavia and Rice for Xhaka and Partey, that's not enough. That's not enough because there's a lot of risk attached to that. You're going into the Champions League with Lavia and Rice. Now, don't get me wrong, they could be outrageous as a partnership, but they've also never played in the Champions League. You're signing a player from Southampton and a player from West Ham. They both got to step up. That's a lot of pressure. This guy's only 19 years of age. So I'm going to be honest, I'd like to keep Partey and add Declan Rice to Partey and the other players that we've got. But I think Partey's going to go for non-footballing reasons, unfortunately. Let me just see what he's saying. Partey's miles better than Rice. Sadiq says keep Partey. Cooper said Partey is off. If Partey leaves, we hijack Caicedo. I think Caicedo's not even on our list at that price. You have to keep Partey, said Full-Time Music. Curtis Riquelme was such a legend. Zidane swapped jerseys with him on his last club game. Baller. Partey and Rice will be our best centre-mid CDM partnership since Vieira Gilberto. I think it could be. Partey is nearly 40. Let him go. He might be nearly 50. Keep the Partey going. Partey, well, he might be. I think Havertz plays 8 and Rice as 6. I think that's very risky. Could do it at home when we dominate, not away when we're under pressure. Tito said, Blood, are we live? I haven't seen you live at this time. Well, I'm here, 2:28. I'm here in Dubai. I'm about to round up in the next, 2 or 3 minutes, so forgive me. But I might look to do some more evening streams, you know. I might look to do some more. So, yeah, a lot of it, it's quite mixed. A lot of you saying that Partey's off, and I think a lot of people just have accepted that Partey's going to leave. But I don't want to see Jorginho El Neni pivots at the club next season. That's all I'm saying. Final story of the day. Hope this isn't true, but according to reports out of the Sun, let's hope it's not true, but Arsenal have apparently put a £35 million price on Balogun. RB Leipzig are thought to be keen on him. Crystal Palace are keen. AC and Inter Milan are also admirers now. AC Milan have just sold Tonali to Newcastle for £55 million. Another player that I think we've spoke about quite a few times is, I think Arsenal should be going for Barella if they can't get Declan Rice. Apparently, Inter willing to take 80 million euros, which is about £72 million. This deal really irritates me. Really irritates me. For me, sell Eddie and give Balogun a chance to compete with Gabriel Jesus and give him a new contract. Put your arm around him, say, listen, you don't need to leave. There's a chance you can get into this team. There's your new contract. There's your pay rise. Champions League football this season. You'll get plenty of game time. Havertz is going to play behind the striker. No problem. Why on earth would you sell him for 35 million? What do you do if this guy goes to Leipzig and rips the league apart? You know what happens in them. He'll end up at Dortmund or at Bayern or PSG will come and get him. Somebody will come and get him. And this could genuinely be a Gnabry part 2. That's my fear. I don't often mind when Arsenal sell a good young player. Willock was good, I didn't mind. Iwobi was good, I didn't mind. This one, for me, I don't like this. 35 million, what's the point? What does 35 million get you? Fabio Vieira. Now, it is coming out of the Sun, and we don't trust the Sun, but there are a lot of reports that Arsenal are willing to sell him. Now, on the flip side, the problem you've got, when you're 21 and you're playing every week, and you've just had the best season of your career, and you're in the American squad, and you're starting, and you've started in the French league, and you've scored against PSG, and your reputation is growing, the last thing you want to do as a player is sit down on the bench. So he might be saying to Arteta, listen, it's quite simple. If I'm not number one, I'm leaving. I don't even want to compete with Jesus. If I'm not starting ahead of him, I'm going. Because Leipzig will probably play him up front and start him. So it's a shame. I think the price is too low. 35 million, I would want a big sell-on fee in there as well, 20%, maybe a buyback clause as well, because if he does blow up and turn into a superstar, we need to get him back. You see Xavi Simons has got a buyback clause from PSG. I think we need to do that as well. So listen, we'll see what happens. I'm sure that will develop over the coming days. Let me get through your last super chats before I round up, people. Oh my Jay said, we are so backwards. If we were trying to buy a 21-year-old who scored as many as he did last season, albeit in France, we would get fleeced for north of 50. You're spot on. If he played for somebody like Marseille or Lyon, 21 years of age, scored 21 goals, you'd pay 50 million plus for him. Yet we're selling him for 35. It's ridiculous. It really is. Big up LV with the super chat. He said, happy birthday, Big C. 2021 recognition, just the beginning. Much more greatness to come. Bring back the late night streams. I think I'm going to. 3,100 of you in here at 11:30 at night. Obviously in different parts of the world, America, the Caribbean, different parts. Maybe this works a lot better for you, you know. Big up to you, bro. Appreciate that. Andre said Rice, Caicedo and Partey away from home against Liverpool City. Is that too defensive and drop Odegaard? I wish we had that problem. That would be a rock solid midfield. That price is surely too low. We should go for 45.50. Danny said it's 3:30 p.m. here in Cali. I'll be on the West Coast soon, man. Looking forward to it. And Rye26 said, happy birthday, Big C. One of the real goats of this football industry. Thought you might have been at the Club Cup, but now I understand as it was your day. Arsenal still need to get a right winger and a centre forward. Appreciate that, bro. Listen, will we get a right winger? I always said when Nelson was given a new contract, 100 grand, I'd be surprised if we signed a right winger. I don't think we will. I think Havertz can play there. Nelson can play there. Saka will play there. Jesus can play there. I don't think we'll buy a right winger, unfortunately. But we'll have to see. You never know what can happen. Listen, people, thank you very much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. I may be back on tomorrow if we get some big news or anything happens. Will we get that offer, that third offer tomorrow for Declan Rice? They're encouraging them to make the offer, get it done, and get him to the club. Apparently, he's chosen Arsenal ahead of City, but we still have to negotiate the price with them and get the deal done. Thank you for all your messages, your well-wishers. Really appreciate it. Big up with all the super chats. Big up with all the comments, all the messages you've sent me as well on Twitter. Thank you very much. Enjoyed the stream. And I will see you all tomorrow, people. Take care and we'll catch up soon. Bless.